Ever since its inception, people have been falling in love with the enchanting flavors of Becherovka. This is the story of a spirit linked to the city of Karlovy Vary for more than 200 years. At the same time as the French Revolution, in a spa town like no other in the Czech kingdom. The story of Becherovka begins. Josef Vitus Becher was the proprietor of an urban spice shop located in Karlovy Vary's House of the Three Skylarks. One day, Josef met the English Dr. Frobrig, a personal doctor of an imperial count visiting Karlovy Vary for a spa treatment. The two found a common passion for experimenting with herbs, spices, and alcohols to create various liqueurs. As they parted company, Dr. Frobrig passed the recipe to Josef Becher, and 2 years later, in 1807, Josef starts producing a captivating English bitter. This recipe then became a treasure of the Becher family, which was passed down from generation to generation. Carlsbader English bitter dazzled the public, who praised its effects on an upset stomach as well as making their visits to Karlovy Vary more enjoyable. Goethe himself famously fell in love with it. The renown of the spirit grew well beyond Karlovy Vary. Jan Becher continued his father's work by building a new factory, beginning mass production, and introducing the iconic flat design of the bottle. Carlsbader English bitter soon began winning awards as its prestige spread the world over. During the turbulent 20th century, Carlsbader English bitter became the honorary supplier of spirits to the court of Emperor Franz Joseph I. Even through the turmoil of World War I, the company managed to persevere. Through the early years of the newly formed First Czechoslovak Republic, the famous name Becherovka was adopted, which set the stage for the brand's golden age. The first woman at the helm of Becherovka, Hedda Becher, won the unenviable task of protecting the company and the family recipe through World War II. After the war in 1946, she was forced to relinquish the family's secret recipe and to leave Czechoslovakia. In 1948, Becherovka fell into the hands of the communist regime. This period would be the first time Becherovka was not run by its founders. As Czechoslovakia closed itself off to the world, the allure of Becherovka continued to expand into said world. During the Montreal Expo in 1967, the most popular Becherovka cocktail was invented. Beton, a mixture of Becherovka and tonic water, was a bestseller from the very beginning. The Velvet Revolution reintroduced foreign investment in the country. This saw a great expansion of the brand when Pernod Ricard acquired Becherovka. Much has changed since the days of small production in the House of the Three Skylarks, but Becherovka remains the same. It continues to conquer new markets and bring people together all over the world. Becherovka's recipe remains a secret, but we'll gladly share with you a few of the prized ingredients. Around 20 different spices and herbs from across the globe, including cinnamon, clove, hyssop, and yarrow, are used. Only 2 people in the world know the secret recipe. Every Wednesday, our master blender weighs the botanicals and mixes them precisely. Then they're put into jute bags and precisely laid into the metal tanks. The process known as degeneration takes 5 days to complete. The flavors and essential oils from the various herbs and spices are released at different temperatures into pure alcohol. A specific temperature regime is required, ranging from 20 to 50 degrees Celsius. After the sugar, wine distillate, and orange oil have been mixed with the digerite and the purest water from Karlovy Vary to prepare a concentrate, it then takes about 6 weeks to create the perfect balance of flavor, color, and aroma. No artificial ingredients are added. When the concentrate is mature, it is mixed with alcohol, sugar, and water. Becherovka then undergoes a series of filtrations to avoid the formation of sediments from the natural ingredients. During these filtrations, it achieves its characteristic sparkling color. It is then filtered through natural elements. First, the mineral bentonite helps to settle any remaining sediment before being filtered through 100% cellulose boards. It is then frozen to -5 degrees Celsius before another round of 100% cellulose filtration. For the final step in the filtration process, Becherovka undergoes cartridge filtration. Finally, Becherovka Original is ready to be bottled and distributed around the world with the same unique taste and character as when it was created in 1807. Becherovka Original is the perfect mix of herbs and spices that can be enjoyed both neat as well as in cocktails. The most famous of which is called Beton, a combination of Becherovka and tonic water with a slice of lemon. Becherovka Original is of course the most famous, but there are more products in Jan Becher's portfolio. Omitting the filtration process gave birth to Becherovka Unfiltered, which has a more pronounced flavor of herbs, a slight turbidity, as well as a mellower taste. In the portfolio, you will also find a refreshing light liqueur called Becherovka Lemon, with the citrus tones of lemon, orange, kumquat, and tea with an underlying hint of herbs. KV14 is a more bitter herbal aperitif, replacing sugar with red wine. Cordial will captivate your senses with its honey color, distinctive sweet taste, and a unique combination of the flavors of white wine, linden blossom, and plum. So taste our secret recipe from the 13th spring from Karlovy Vary. As we say, na zdraví.